Hi, good evening, and welcome back once again. I have to apologize first off for being so late at night with these blogs. It's just I've been working some massive hours, 12 hours every day for 6 days a week. So I sincerely apologize for being so tardy with these. Um, what I do want to talk about tonight, I've titled it Inspire. And the reason being is because this word is a word that can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. Some people are inspired to do great deeds. Some people are inspired to hurt others. Some people are just inspired to inspire. Uh, it it really is a very broad, general word in itself. But more so than that, where you find the inspiration is what counts. For instance, now since I've been working on these video blogs daily, I have looked for inspiration from everyone, everybody that I meet that comes across the windows, that that comes to my counter to get a little help in doing what they need to do, getting their packages where they need to go, letters, keeping families connected. I love the thought of that I'm helping keeping families connected. And that to me is just like a whoa. So today an older gentleman comes to my counter and he's got his cane and he gets up to the counter. It takes him a minute and he sets his bag full of bottles and pills on the counter. He said, "I have to get these to California." I said, "Okay, sir, don't worry, we'll take care of you." And he says, "Well, no, you don't understand. They have to be there tomorrow." And I said, "Well, okay, let me check and see in my computer and see if our express service will guarantee tomorrow delivery for you." So I look it up. Sure enough, it did. The next day by noon. And I said, "Okay, let's get these ready. You fill out the label and I'll package this up for you so that none of these bottles or anything gets damaged in travel." And he said, "Okay." And he starts writing out his label and he couldn't really fill it out very well. His hands are very shaky. And so I said, "You know what, sir? Let me go ahead and do that for you too." And I got the label and I filled it out for him. And he said, "Young man," he said, "you don't even understand how much I appreciate all the help that you've given me today." He said. I said, "Well, it's not a problem. It's what I'm here to do, sir." I said, "This is my job. That's what I do." He said, "No, you've done much more than that." He said, "The reason I have to get these pills to California is because they're my wife's medication." And yesterday evening, as she was getting off a bus there, somebody pushed her off the bus and stole her purse, which had all her medication and her checks and her cards and ID and everything in it. He said she has to have this medication. He said, I've lost so much in my life. I can't lose my wife now." And I sat there for a second just kind of stunned. I didn't know what to say to him. I just stood there and I worked on his package for a minute, and then I said, "You know what, sir?" I said, "This this package will be there tomorrow." I said, "No matter what, you have a guarantee." I said, "This package will be there tomorrow and your wife will be fine." I didn't know why I told him that or what prompted me to say it, but I just knew she would be, and I knew they'd get there. And that was the kind of inspiration and feeling that I think I really needed this week. And it comes from the most unlikely places, children, friends, family, people who you never even thought you liked can give you the greatest inspirations of your life. I see that every day with my coworkers who don't get along with each other. Um, they talk bad about each other, but it also at the same time inspires them not to make the same mistakes that upset them too. So it's kind of strange, but I'm just so pleased and thankful that I had that experience today. And I've been talking to a lot of people. I've been getting myself up to where I feel I need to be inspiring to people. I'm feeling great about how everything's going. I stand there on the windows and I'm excited for every customer that comes up there. I'm just happy. I can't even explain how happy I am. I just have so much fire and will and determination when those people come to my counter, and now I'm trying to to show that outside of work. When I go to the grocery store, when I do anything, I get gas, I go pay for my gas. I try and be the most upbeat and happy person, and people look at me and they say, "You know what? You're really pretty happy. I don't understand how you can do it working in a job where you have to deal with the public all the time." And I said, "Well, it's what I like to do. The public is what I enjoy." I mean, a lot of people take their lives for granted, and I did for a very long time. I still do to an extent. I think we all do. But you know what? Life is never too short to just be inspired, but to go a little bit further. Take the inspiration that you give and inspire someone else. Let's make somebody else's day great. You know, everybody makes my day great. I go to work and my day is just great. You know, the people I work with don't necessarily make me the happiest, but that's for some obvious reasons stated in an earlier blog, and I'm not really going to go into that because I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting anybody down. I'm just disappointed in the situation, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But every customer that comes to my window, I'm just happy, and I feel like it's the first time I've ever gotten to see that customer, even though a lot of them, the majority of my customers are repeat customers, and it just feels great. And it's nice to know that people feel a comfortable feeling around you, something that's able to let them express how they're feeling and what's going on in their life. You know, I don't think that there's any describable feeling like that yet. I'll find some way to describe it, but it's just great. I want to just let you guys all know how proud I am to be helping with this page, to be working with you all to spread just greetings of kindness and inspiration and help each other and help others. And I'm going to I lucked out. I get to go into work a little bit earlier or a little bit later tomorrow. I'm not going to count my chicks before they hatch because I'll probably get called in early if I do. But first thing when I wake up, if I don't get called in, I'm going to get online and I will attempt to do another blog before I leave, as well as send out emails to numerous television shows, radio stations, anything that I can think of for this woman that I blogged about the other day. You know, let's see if we can help her parents. She sent me a very nice email yesterday, and I was very pleased, and I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank you all. I hope your lives are going great. I hope they're going splendid. I hope even if they're not going splendid, you're able to see an upside in it. And I guess that's really all I have to say for tonight, but I'm going to keep going, check out the site a little bit more, see what's going on, and I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. You guys have a beautiful, wonderful, inspirational, joyful, joyous, happy night. Love each other, help each other, be kind to each other, and remember always, touch a life, touch the world. Have a good night.